So we're going to back up a little bit in time. And first thing you got to know about my son Daniel, he died at 21. He was an amazing artist. And I say that as a proud parent. You know, I'm always going to brag about my kid, but I used his artwork, especially the work kind of from his final 6 months, which I think was like the most intense and amazing work he was doing. And if he had managed to survive his struggle, I'm sure his art would have been that much better. But the album Nobbin Way, out there, you can see a lot of his work. I selected a number of pieces, and his work is really quite remarkable. It's sometimes it's funny, and sometimes it was beautiful. Other times it was really anguish. It was like the only way he could describe the pain that he was in was through his art. So the interesting thing about all of this artwork that he did was, and I got mounds of these amazing sketchbooks of his work. I'm working on a book right now, a coffee table book with somebody. He didn't date any of his work. He didn't sign it. He didn't date it. He didn't care if anyone ever saw the work that he did. And to me, like as a musician, I spend my whole life, I travel around the country, I talk to people. That's like my reason for doing this, is connecting with people. He didn't care if anyone ever saw his work, and I just found that so striking. I would always ask him, why don't you sign it, Daniel? This is an amazing piece. You should put it somewhere. He's like, you know. He did a couple of great gallery showings, but the art for him was so much an expression. This song is about that sense of creating something and you don't care if anyone sees it. It's called Potter's Field. You remember the old Potter's Field cemeteries? I think in some ways my son didn't want to see himself immortalized, and so that's my job, is to keep his memory alive.